So here we are, ready for our second day of fluency. Today we're going to practice several different things. So you'll need to follow along and pay attention to what I am doing. We're going to start by counting by threes. When I give you this signal, we're going to go up. When I give you this signal, we're going to go down. Follow along and see if you can do it. We're going to go to 36. 3, 6, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 18, 21, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 27, 30, 27, 30, 33, 36. How did you do? Did you make it? Did you follow along? I went sort of fast, but I want you to keep following me so that you can stick with me. And we're going to try it now with fours. Same thing. This goes up, this goes down. 4, 8, 12, 8, 12, 16, 20, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 28, 32, 28, 32, 36, 40, 36, 40, 36, 40, 44, 48. How was that? Did you make it all the way to 48 with me? Those are things that are going to help us with our fluency and help us with our multiplication skills and being really comfortable with that sort of thing. So we're going to start something new, not something new, we're actually going to go back and repeat what we did yesterday. So if you remember, we practiced with this chart. So we're going to start, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to have you get your whiteboards and markers. Again, pause the video so that you can get those and be ready to continue with me. We're going to start, once you've got your marker and whiteboard, with 5 ones. You remember how we did that yesterday? I'm sorry, we're going to start with 5 tens. No ones, 5 tens. So we'll do the 5 tens. Remember that you're going to write a 5 underneath. We have no ones, so this time we're going to put a 0 there. All right, if I ask you to say in unit form what we have here, remember units refers to these across the top, your ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. So we're going to say, if I said unit form, you would repeat to me 5 tens. Unit form, 5 tens. So now when I ask you, what is it? Standard form is 50. Standard form is 50. Let's try it again. Let's make it a little bit more complicated. Erase your board and get ready. This time, let's go with 3 tens and 2 ones. 3 tens, 2 ones. Standard form, we would say 3 tens, 2 ones. I'm sorry, unit form, 3 tens, 2 ones, and standard form is 32. All right, erase, try another one. Remember always that you can pause when you need to if you need to redo something. Let's go this time with 4 hundreds and 3 ones, no tens, unit form, 4 hundreds and 3 ones. 4 hundreds, 3 ones. Let's try again, a different number. I'm going faster because we should be getting faster at this and hopefully you're understanding just a little bit better. This time let's go 1,000, 1,000, 200s. Okay, unit form would be 1,000, two hundredths. We have 1,000 and we have 2 hundredths. Standard form would be 1,200. 1,200 is our standard form. Okay, we're going to get a little more complicated, not too much, but let's go to our thousands again and let's do 4 thousands. So we've got 4 thousands. We're not going to do any hundreds, so we're going to put a 0 here. We're going to do 2 tens and no ones. So if we were going to do this in unit form, we would say 4 thousands, 2 tens. And our standard form would be 4,020. A little bit tricky when you add the zeros in. 4,020. Let's do our very last one on this part, and we're going to fill in every one of our places here. We're going to go with 4 thousands again. Okay, let's go with 2 hundreds. Let's go with 3 tens. And let's go with 5, oops, I did that backwards. 5 ones. Alrighty, here we go. Unit form. 4 thousands, 2 hundreds, 3 tens, 5 ones. Unit form one more time. 4 thousands, 2 hundreds, 3 tens, 5 ones. If we're going to say that in standard form, 4,235. 4,235. Okay, as we're doing that, we're now going to try something and we're going to add in, make it a little bit more complicated. We'll go back to what our lesson was on today, our previous lesson. So we are going to try this. We're going to say the multiplication sentence in standard form. So what we're going to do, first we'll say it in unit form. 10 ones times 10 equals what? 100. So 10 ones times 10 equals 100. So now if we were to say that in standard form, we would say 10 times 10 equals 100. Standard form. This is how we usually see that. And now we're saying 10 ones times 10 equals 100. So that is how we're going to say that. All right, we're going to come on. So as we practice that, I'm going to have you come on. We're going to look at this. We're going to say 10 times what equals 200. Think about that. If 10 times 10 ones equals 100, 10 times 20 ones equals 200. Standard form, 10 times 20 equals 200. All right? What if instead we had 3 here? 10 times 30 ones equals 300. Standard form, 10 times 30 equals 300. Is it starting to click a little bit? Hopefully it's starting to click. What if we go ahead and we go with, what about 10 times what equals 700? 10 times 70 ones equals 700. Standard form, 10 times 70 equals 700. Hopefully as I am repeating all of these and saying standard form, you're saying 10 times 70 equals 700 with me so that you know what you're doing. Okay, we're going to get a little bit trickier because we're going to say, what about 10 times 100. 10 times 100 equals, does it equal 100? Equals 1,000. 10 times 100 equals 1,000. So what if now, instead of hundreds, we say 10 times 100, what if we say, how many, 10 times what equals 4 thousands? 10 times what equals 4 thousands? 10 times 4 hundreds equals 4 thousands, or 10 times 400 equals 4,000 is our standard form for that. 10 times 400s, unit form, 10 times 400s equals 4,000. Standard form, 10 times 400 equals 4,000. Let's try another one of these. Let's try, we want to equal 8,000. What do I need to put in here? 10 times, everyone say it with me, 10 times 800s equals 8,000s. 10 times 800s equal 8,000s. Standard form. What would you say? Say it with me. 10 times 800 equals 8,000. Okay, we're going to do one more. This one gets a little bit trickier because, help me out with this one. What if we said 10 times 10,000s equal 1/10,000? 10 times 10,000s equals 1/10,000. So standard form would be 10 times, oh, I did that wrong. 10,000 equals, we were wrong here, I apologize, 100,000s equals 100,000. 10 times 10,000 equals 100,000. 10 times 10,000s equals 100,000s. Alrighty, we've gone through that today. A little bit trickier, a little bit more confusing in some ways, but hopefully that's going to come together as we continue to practice it and continue to look at it. Good job.